Warning, if it isn't obvious by what you're seeing, this thing will be loud in just a moment, like really high pitched noise. So if you're sensitive to that, go away. I'm warning you now, telling you now. Anyway, I just set up a tripod after a long time of not being able to. And I just kind of wanted to show this off. I have no real plans. I just kind of want to have a video of this little CRT. It's actually a pretty big one. It's a 27-inch thing I got. I planned on doing a video on like the story, how I got it and everything, but doubts on that happening. Maybe. I have like a kind of synopsis of what all happened, but I don't know. It was interesting how it all played out. But either way, I ended up with this thing. And I love it. I don't use it as much as I wanted to for a while. I just got back into playing it. I've been playing some Mario Sunshine, and it's been pretty fun. It really has been. But anyway. That noise. If you don't like that, then go. But stuff like this, it's like analog and stuff. Woo! It's going way up. Alright, turn that down a bit there. I don't know, stuff like this, analog and stuff like that, I think it's really cool to see how it all works. Like, little stuff, like how when you turn it on, it has to fade in, it has to warm up, it has to get into focus. Like when you turn it on, it was blurry. Stuff like that, like, it's just really, really cool to me. And, you know, I got a bunch of stuff on here. I got, you know, we got all the fun stuff. We got the remade server stuff. We got some fun games here. This is recommended. Not really recommended, but shown to me by a friend of mine. Shout out Samity. This game's awesome. It's great. Wipeout. Wii Homebrew Tips. Who's that? That's the channel. Revolution. We got that stuff. Super Mario War. Yeah. Awesome. It is actually pretty fun. I hope to play it with people sometime. C2GP. We got the GameCube stuff. I've been making these forwarders myself based off of the Virtual Console. Made it look like that, and I think it looks pretty nice. I think this ISO can go down a little more. That's a bit better, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I made these. Not that. This one's just a normal Nintendo forwarder. But I made some Virtual Console style forwarders. I know the C in GameCube is supposed to be capital, or it's supposed to be all capital GameCube. It didn't fit in the box, and I don't know how to make it wider. This is based off of the Genesis one, and then I changed the purple. And the pictures in the background. I don't know how to make it better. The sentence ends there. But yeah, when I made it all caps, or even just the capital G, capital C, it didn't fit, and it went into another line and looked dumb. It looks kind of dumb with the lowercase c, because nobody writes it like that. If you're writing a GameCube, it should be capitalized, like all of it. But can't fit that, so whatever. You're not playing the when you're playing the game, you open this and then you click start. You're not really paying attention to that, unless you're me. So it doesn't matter. We got that one, Super Mario Sunshine, Smash Melee. I don't really like Melee. And 007 Agent Under Fire. That's a pretty fun game. I cannot lie. I don't know why I would lie. Now this one I prefer. This game is very fun. All these are forwarders. If you're in the know about Wii Homebrew, this may make you shit with fear, or shit from fear. Whatever. You may be wondering, how the hell is your Wii alive with the Mario Party 9 forwarder? Let me tell you, Google. Anyway, if you actually want to know, someone online, I don't remember where it was, I'll try and find it at some point. Someone online made a simplified version of the Mario Party 9 channel that didn't crash on the Wii because, disc banners can have more in them than channel banners. So the Mario Party 9 banner is too much. But someone made a simplified version of it that I don't see the difference, honestly. But this one does not blow up your system. And so what I did, because that one was made for USB Loader GX, I believe, but I use WeFlow. So what I did, I downloaded that WAD, I made my own forwarder of Mario Party 9 with the scary brick banner, and then I took the 00.app or whatever, which is basically just the banner info from the banner, or the WAD that someone else made, and took it out of that one and put it into my forwarder. So it had my forwarder's information with the banner from the other one. So that it looks like this, looks like the banner from that other guy, but it works as a forwarder that works for WeFlow, which is, again, what I use. So, yeah. Does take a second because it has to load from an SD card. But it does work. But yes, I love this CRT. I got it for $50. I'll just do like a summary of the story, I guess. So, it all starts a long time ago, where I was looking for a CRT for a long while because it looked really cool to me having something like this. Again, I mean, I'm in a basement, so the whole man cave thing I think is really cool. Obviously, I guess man cave is an outdated term now. I guess I have no idea. I just think like a general the concept of what a man cave is without the I don't know. Have your opinions, I guess, but you know what I mean. Just the general aesthetic of like a basement, furnished, currently messy. Hopefully, I can kind of clean it up a bit more. It was a bit nicer, and then my brother took the helm, and I stopped paying attention because I was in my room. But today and yesterday, I have not been on my computer at all. The thing's been off. I've been out here playing game and watching YouTube on my other TV, which is just that way, other side. Yeah, I'd turn it, but no. I like this angle I got. I'm not moving it. But anyway, yeah, I got this thing. $50. Yeah, I wanted one for a while. A while ago, I was thinking, that'd be cool to have. I'd like a CRT down here to make a cool basement. Have a modern setup and a retro setup. And the Wii is basically everything that you want that's retro. As you'll see in a couple of minutes once this loads. But, yeah, I just think stuff like this is cool. So I wanted to get one for a while. Looked on Facebook Marketplace. I saw a bunch of good deals. My mom, for the longest time, hard no. It's just, no, not happening. You live under my roof. This is not happening. It's a piece of junk. It has no worth. Nobody cares. I don't care. Not happening. I did not like that answer. But no, I just decided, okay, I give up. Not happening. Even if I saw a good deal, she wasn't doing it. Not happening. And then, a long time later, this re-entered my brain. And then it spread to my younger brother, Jonah. And he was also interested in this possibility. I don't know if it was just trying to make the older brother happy or think he's cool because he thinks this is also cool. I don't know how much he actually cares. But he seemed interested, kind of. And, yeah, then that idea spread to him. I, again, pitched it to my mother, and she was still hard no. So, damn it. And then, after being turned down once again, I went to bed, later that day, woke up the next day, and got told by my brother, "Oh, Mom's okay with it now." And then I went to Mom. I was like, "What even happened? Why? What did he talk to you about?" And I don't exactly remember what she said, but after I kind of like re-explained what the plan was, like, because I already own a flat screen, an LG TV. It's to the side. I was like, I think it would be cool to have both down there, so we can have a retro setup for older games, and we have all these. I'll go to the second page now. Um, you know, I have a retro setup for older games. I have a bunch of stuff on here, and I just kind of explained that to her, re-explained it, and then she was like, "Okay, that's kind of cool, actually, but keep me out of it. I don't want any part of like the transportation or getting it or anything. If you can figure it out and you can just get it down there and use it, it's fine." So I was like, "Cool, awesome." There was one on Marketplace that ended up showing up. It was free with an entertainment center that we did not get, but I'll explain that in a moment. I was like, "Wow, this is awesome! A whole giant friggin' entertainment center with a CRT for $0. That's awesome." Got in contact with the guy. He was super nice. We talked about it, figured it out. Came over one time, or at some point. It was in another city, so it was a pretty long drive. And we showed up. We were like, "Wow, this looks really cool. We would like to take this." Figured it out. Problem, we were in an SUV. The entertainment center was friggin-enormous. It would not fit in there at all. This is around October something. I don't know. It was in October. We could not take it home. We weren't gonna do like that thing where you take the CRT, we'll come back later for the thing, with because my dad has a work truck, so he could have come back for it another time. Not happening. And after figuring that out, my dad was like, "No, the entertainment center is too big. The CRT, yeah, sure, but the center is huge. Sorry, can't do that." I kept in contact with the guy. He was like, "Okay, I think I'm just going to dismantle the entertainment center. If you're still interested in the CRT, a lot of people are giving me like really, really big prices for it." Like he was getting offered like upwards of like $150 to like $200 just for the TV, but he was like, "No, we want to sell the whole thing or get rid of the whole thing." Nobody was actually offering him or just trying to take the whole thing. He already knew that we existed and had an okay interaction with us beforehand. So he was like, "All right, I'm going to go ahead and turn down all these guys that just want the TV because you guys did genuinely seem interested. I will give you the CRT and a smaller stand, which it's sitting on. It's just like a gray stand. It's like perfectly matched size for it. Different color, but whatever. And give you that for $50. That was what we got because it was free with the convenience of us helping or us taking it out, but that did not happen. So moving on, $50 to get it, take it, move it, all that. So yeah, we did not figure that out. We came back, so moving forward a little bit, I was still like, I really hope we can figure this out. I don't know if this is going to happen. My dad's schedule is very, very busy throughout the week. But he was like, "Okay, I think after, or at some point, we're going to try and get this." Fast forward a bit. One day, it was like, "Okay, figuring something out for this day." Then, when my dad is available, the person that lives there the person that lives there is not the person that was selling it, I believe. Um, yeah, the person that lives there not able to be there when my dad is able to be there. So then later that day, my dad's like, okay, we can't meet at this point. It is not able to happen. But the owner of the house is available past like this time or whatever. Like at this point, she's available. And then after that, guess who gets dragged back into it and has to drive 40 minutes to another city to pick this up with me? My mother. So my mom, we end up going all the way there, pick it up, put it in the back of the SUV with its stand. And at this point, I'm just like, I can't believe it. This is in a car. We're on our way back. I hope it doesn't implode. At the start of the drive, it wasn't fully sat in properly, and the doors, like this thing has little magnetic doors, like glass doors. They were not like sticking in, and they kept moving and hitting the thing, the like the screen. So they were just like It's every time I hit it, I was like, oh. So like 5 minutes into the drive, we were just like, okay, park. Let's get to the side of the road. Let's resit this down. So we got back. We got out, moved it around, put it back, and then for the whole 40-minute drive, I was just like looking back there, like, hey, don't. And it was fine. Once it was sat down, it was like pretty flat on the thing, and it was fine. But yeah, we got back. The thing lived. Sorry, I keep messing with this. But yeah, it made it. Obviously, it's right there, and this thing works great. It doesn't look perfect. I have done 0 calibrations on this thing because I don't care. I am not one of those CRT collector people that do 1 billion calibrations on the grid and make it look perfect. I mean, look at this. If I go onto this, you can see on like points of contrast. It's like, yeah, it doesn't look perfect, obviously. You can see, I mean, I'm pretty sure most CRTs do this with some bits of brightness, but like when I go like this, you can see like it wave over on the same bar that the white is on. You see that kind of a little bit, I don't know. But here, you know what? Screw it. I'll pull up the bar. I'll pull up the grid. You can see how bad it looks. I don't care. I feel like if you're doing all that, you should probably find a new hobby. Or you know what? If you want a perfect image, get an emulator on a flat screen. If you want a CRT, in my personal humble opinion, I am wrong, but in my opinion, if you want a CRT, you should get used to bad images, because that's what, in my opinion, is what looks the coolest, is when it looks like bad. I think that's cool to me. When, you know, stuff like this doesn't look the best. Here, test patterns. Color and black. Cool. 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 Yeah, okay, cool, great. Alright, nice. Oh, sick, awesome. Alright, cool. Nice, alright. Wow, okay. Oh, that's the same thing. Alright, cool. Geometry. Alright, here's what this looks like. Not that good, I guess. I don't even know. Okay, cool. Grid. Here's the grid. Alright, cool. Yeah, see, it goes off the edge. That's great. Is Genesis. I guess that one looks fine. I don't know what the difference is. I guess these are like different sizes. Overscan, whatever. Convergence, yeah. Yeah, okay, cool. Whoa, colors. Ooh, ooh. Wow, so cool. Alright, yeah, cool. Okay, sound tests. What what slurs am I saying? I actually don't know. Looks good to me. Hardware. No, I'm good. 240p, 480i. Yep, flickery is all hell. Oh, it's gone. Cool. I gotta say, 240p. After finally, being able to see what scan lines actually look like what it means, I think it's pretty cool. Like, not for everything, but for playing, like, you know, NES games, SNES games, and stuff like that. I think it looks really cool. N64 games, it doesn't work on the Virtual Console. That doesn't support 240p. But whatever. I'm playing like Mario 64 or something like that. Doesn't really matter. I think it looks fine. 100% battery. That's crazy nuts. But yeah. I think that this thing is pretty cool. Oh, also, I need to give a shout out to my friend Tita because he, at the start, paid for this thing. Because it was $50, and guess what I didn't have at the time? $50. I was still doing video editing and making some money from that, so I was like, I'll pay you back later, and I did end up doing that. But in the moment, I would not have been able to pay for it without him. So, yeah, thank you. I was just randomly out of nowhere. I was like, "Hey man, I got a question, and I feel like an asshole for asking. But do you hypothetically have 50 Canadian dollars? Or no, I think it was around 60. It might have been $60 actually. 60 Canadian, because it was around 40 or something. I don't know. It was either 50 or 60 for this thing. Still a pretty good deal for what it is. This is I forgot the model name. It's a Toshiba. I think it's a Toshiba 27 something. I had it memorized for a long time, and then I got it, and I was like, oh, there goes all my memory. Toshiba 27H50. I don't know. I'll put it on screen if I remember. But this thing is very nice, and shout out Tita. I actually ended up, because it ended up getting delayed by a day, when we were able to pick it up. And I was just like, this feels weird because we've been, at that point, I got this thing a month after starting to talk with the person about it, with all the stuff that was going on. So at that point, I was just like, okay, it's getting delayed another day. Sorry, we can't come pick it up right now. I apologize. This has been going on for so long. I know this feels like the most scammy bullshit ever. I am going to send you half. I remember sending him half of the money beforehand. Before moving on, or after saying that it was being delayed, I was just like, I'm sorry. Here's some more. Here's the first half of it, because I was just like, I feel so bad for this because it took so long to get it all figured out, and I just hope that guy doesn't hate me. I'm pretty sure, like I said, I'm pretty sure this is just someone. This is just speculation, just from what it seemed like was happening, because it didn't seem like it was his TV. I believe what it is, and I don't know if this is common, but I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't know how common it is, but it seemed like it was something where he goes around to different places, different houses or whatever, and just is like, hey, do you have anything in your house that you don't need or just want to sell? I would love to help you out. I don't know. It did seem like he knew the person though, so it could have just been a family friend or a family member or just someone that he was helping clear stuff out. I don't know. It is just speculation. But either way, he was nice, the lady was nice, and it was all figured out well. And I'm very happy with this thing. I have no real problems with it. Games look nice on it. It's not the most crazy, beautiful, amazing thing. I'm not going into a billion levels of detail trying to make it look amazing, awesome, cool. You saw those grids. People that know, and they think, this thing sucks. It's not a Trinitron. It's not awesome. It's not the best thing. Also, something funny I noticed. Sorry, my leg is kind of stuck. Hold on. Ah. Okay. Ooh. Something I noticed on the sides here and a little bit over there. You can kind of see that there is like 2 pixels, not pixels because they're not pixels, but 2 little stray pieces of the shadow mask or whatever on either side, just like poking out on the side. And it's not just like a random like white thing. You can see the color does actually go over there. I can't really, hold on. Alright, right there. You see it? You see the little guy? 2 little guys, and there's the same on the other side. Right there. And it's not just like little white pixels. If I put my cursor there, you can see it changes. It's also cool. You can see from here when the little thing appears for the icon. Ooh, it's different based on game because this one's double dash, so it's not as much blue. Mario Sunshine, there's a lot more blue, which I guess is brighter, and some white, and it pushes it further enough to go on there. You see that? Huh? Ah. That's fun. I am a weird person. Oh yeah, that's Melee. It's very dark. Sunshine? Whoa. Agent under fire? That's nothing. That's fun. Yeah, there's your up close and personal look for whatever reason. You know, I'll show you 240p or whatever. Why not? Here, let's do everyone's favorite game. Up, but I really can't. But yeah, there you go. That's what that looks like, I guess. That's what a K looks like on 240p. I've never played Zelda 2, but I can. Also, I think it's cool how when you hit home, you have to see it like change video modes really quickly. I always thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. This stuff is very cool to me. Mainly just like I said, you know, analog video and stuff like that. That stuff has always been pretty cool to me. Just the concept of analog stuff where like it's not just on off, it's all variable. Stuff like, you know, when my freezer turns on, not my freezer, the freezer turns on, and it like you can see it on the screen because it's plugged into not the same power outlet but close to it, and you know the lights flicker when it turns on because it's a really powerful little thing. So, yeah, when the freezer turns on, it'll like flash the screen just like a tiny bit, just go. I shouldn't have hit that, I'm sorry, but you know, stuff like that. Or like I said, when I turn it on, or what the heck, I don't know why that happens. When I press the power button lightly, sometimes it pulls a menu out of its ass. But anyway, you know, stuff like that. I'm going to turn it off for a second so that I can turn it on. You can see it kind of warm up and get into focus. Stuff like that it's pretty cool to me. And again, this stuff is all older than me. The Wii is older than me by a year, but still. You know, it's stuff like that. It's just really cool to me. Whoa, my hand's barely kind of almost in the reflection, kind of. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna give this like a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, well, autofocus kind of fucked it up, but you saw what I mean. Just general stuff like that is cool to me. And the fact that I have this little corner box, and it actually, like, connects to the internet and stuff, and I can see, you know, Mario Kart. Like, you know, I have this little old box with an old console on it, and it connects to the world from my little home that I don't own. I live with my parents, of course. But, you know, stuff like that. I just got a little thing in a little corner of the house that I live in. And, it connects to the world. That whole part, I think, is the one weird part that nobody else really cares about, but I think it's cool just to have this little piece of the, I don't know how to phrase these things. I don't know how to talk. It's just cool to have a little place that feels so old, but it can still connect to other people. And this might sound like weird and materialistic, I guess. That's not what I'm trying to be or do or talk like, because it's not what I really mean by this. But I think it's really cool to just own something, you know? Like, I actually own a couple things now. It's not just things that were bought for me. Technically, this thing was bought for me for a little bit, but Tita has been paid back, so I consider it my thing. So, you know. And same with my other TV. It's right next to me. I think it's cool to own things. Not like in a, it's mine type of way, but like a, you know, just feeling proud that, you know, some things, mostly just like video editing and stuff like that, has given me the ability to get things for once. And, you know, sometimes it's, you know, birthday or Christmas money or whatever. I think it was like short money that got my other TV. But it's still just nice. This is overall just a me thing, and it does sound really like selfish, and I don't need to say it like that, because I mean, I'm not the only one that uses these. My other TV, the flat screen, is used by my brother quite a bit when he's not ruining the basement right now. Kind of limiting. I mean, I don't own the basement, but I'm somewhat pseudo-limiting his time down here, I guess. It sounds really weird when I say it like that, but I mostly just mean, like, I'm cleaning up right now down here, and I also just kind of want to have some time to be able to use these things on my own. So I've just kind of been, you know, slightly reclaiming, I guess, but just for now. He'll be able to use it, of course, later. I just, you know, I want my turn. It's my turn on the, you know. But I mean, obviously, he can play his stuff. He's been liking the 360. He actually just bought his own Xbox 360 controller, and it was from a little place. It's probably doxing if I say it. I think it's local, so I will not say. But he got it from this little, like, collectible place nearby, and it looks like it's pretty much a brand new Xbox controller. ISO, can I, yeah. I'll turn this off. Hey! This thing. You got pretty much a brand new Xbox controller. Still got the sticker on it and everything. And it was $25 Canadian. And what's funny is it's $25, I assume, because it didn't have the battery pack. But a little bit before that, before he went to that store to find that, he found a battery pack in our house, just sitting on the floor. So it was pretty much like fate. So yeah, they were just selling it like this, without a battery pack. And I guess they're like, it doesn't function. It'll be $25. There. He got there, he saw it, saw $25. Oh, it doesn't have the battery pack. Guess what? Mother, I assume is what he said. Hey, I wasn't there, but I was told that when he was there, he basically was like, I have the other half. And it also has the sticker on it, but it's been here the whole time, so. But yeah, it looks pretty freaking brand new. It feels brand new. I haven't touched this thing. This is his. This is not mine. I have an Xbox controller, Xbox 360 controller, and it's an off-brand one. But I like my controller as well. I recently bought... See, he got this thing. I got... Give me a second. Actually, it's right here, isn't it? Where is it? You might see me in the reflection in just a moment. Make sure to make fun of me, because I look dumb. Here it is. I have plans on making a video of this soon. I got this thing recently, a Wii U Pro controller, and I love this freaking thing. It feels so comfortable in the hands. Feels super, super nice. I love that thing. It feels awesome. Alright, let's put this back. Boom. Yeah. Yeah, it just feels nice to have things that I can just, buy, And it's not, a lot. I still don't have a proper job. I've been applying since I was 14, and I turned 19 this month in, not many days, so... my city is not fun, but... editing and stuff, I've been making a little bit of money from that. And it's been nice. And I hope to continue doing that, so. We'll see where that goes. But, yeah, this has been a bit of a tangent. Random stuff. Any other things that I should say? Oh, I should have shown you my friend code. It was on the screen earlier if you want to add me. Just tell me yours, because I don't know. It's a handshake system. So I need yours as well if you want to add me on Mario Kart Wii. Wiimify, whatever. What else? I don't know. Melee is overpraised. I don't know. I just like Brawl more. People like Melee, and that's fine. I just prefer Brawl. I don't know. I don't really have anything of note or worth noting. Worthy of note. Noteworthy. Words? Have you heard of those? So yeah, that's pretty much it. I need to stop saying I like that, because it's all I say. I keep saying that. I'm just going I am gonna do... something, I don't know, it's stupid. But anyway, that's all. Take care, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye.